Shredding or lowering your body fat is all about achieving a lean, defined look. But if you do it wrong, it can make your face look aged, unhealthy, or even unbalanced. In this video, I'm going to break down the biggest mistakes that people make when they are trying to cut body fat. The first mistake is shredding too aggressively. The idea is that you cut calories drastically to try and lose fat drastically. The reason why it's wrong is rapid fat loss can lead to muscle loss too, especially in your face. This can result in a gaunt, hollow appearance that is making you look older. It won't be the type of hollow cheeks you're thinking about, it will just look unhealthy. And dehydration also accompanies aggressive cutting, so it can leave your skin looking dry and dull. Instead, always aim for an achievable, sustainable deficit. We recommend 300 to 500 calorie deficit per day. This ensures that you are losing fat while mitigating muscular atrophy as much as you can. And make sure when you are cutting, you're staying hydrated with 2 to 3 liters of water every single day. Another huge mistake that you guys make when you're trying to cut is you neglect nutrients. You cannot just focus on calorie reduction and forget about nutrient density. A lack of essential nutrients like vitamin A, C, E, and zinc can cause your skin to look pale, dull, and lifeless. And skimping on protein can actually lead to collagen breakdown, making your skin look saggier and more wrinkly. Instead, you need to be prioritizing nutrient-dense foods, leafy greens, anything rich in antioxidants. Ensure that you're getting your healthy fats too, like in your nuts and your avocados. And if you are trying to cut aggressively, at least take a collagen supplement to try and support your skin elasticity in the process. Another mistake is overdoing cardio. A lot of you guys rely heavily on your cardio for fat loss. Well, you should know that excessive cardio can lead to muscle loss, again, including your face. And don't forget that overtraining will increase your cortisol levels. This is also going to cause water retention and puffiness in your face. So even though you are technically getting leaner, it won't look like it facially. So instead, always balance your cardio with strength training. Preserve the muscle mass you have while losing fat. And keep your cardio sessions moderate, ideally 3 to 4 times a week. And when you do your cardio, I would recommend focusing on high intensity interval training, otherwise known as HIIT. Another mistake that you cannot leave out is ignoring your sodium and potassium balance. A lot of people try to cut out sodium entirely, or on the contrary, some people eat too much of it. Too much sodium leads to water retention, which leads to puffiness in the face. Too little sodium, combined with low potassium, can make you look dehydrated and gaunt. Instead, you should have an adequate amount of both. Don't cut out either entirely, and don't overconsume them either. Foods that are rich in potassium, like bananas and spinach, can help balance your potassium to sodium ratio. Now, you cannot go about cutting while neglecting sleep. If you are cutting calories and training hard, but sacrificing your sleep to do so, you may get the opposite results you're looking for. A lack of sleep increases your cortisol, water retention, and a puffy face. And poor sleep affects your skin's ability to repair itself, again, leaving your face looking more tired and aged than it needs to be. Instead, get 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep every single night. And like I've mentioned before, use a silk or bamboo pillowcase to minimize skin irritation. Now here's a big one. Losing fat without strengthening your jawline. You can't just go about shredding body fat to think that your jaw is going to look so much better. Fat loss can actually expose underlying muscle imbalances in your neck, making you look more asymmetrical. Without targeted exercise, your jawline will probably not look as good. So I would highly recommend checking out all the videos in the jawline section. When cutting as well, you cannot overlook hydration. And I stress this a lot, but that is because it needs to be stressed. People often drink less water to appear leaner or more dry, but dehydration causes your skin to lose its elasticity, and water retention ironically increases when you're dehydrated, which will make your face more puffy. So instead, stay hydrated, 2 to 3 liters every day. I will keep saying this. Another thing to keep in mind if you are on this cut, do not obsess over the weight on the scale. You cannot just focus on the pounds that you're losing instead of your body composition. Chasing lower and lower numbers can lead to excessive muscle loss. Instead, you should be focusing on your body fat percentage. Be taking pictures and measuring it visually, because you may be gaining muscle and losing fat. Your weight could stay pretty much the same despite you're actually improving your physique. So don't get too obsessed with the number on the scale. Use it as a guide, but not a holy grail. And I would highly recommend taking progress pictures every week in the same spot, in the same lighting. That way there in 6 weeks' time, you can look back and visibly see the amount of progress you've made. Now, especially when you get lean, you will have more of your neck muscles on show. And the mistake is having poor posture and tension in your neck and jaw. Tension can create uneven muscle development, and when you're lean, you will see it far more. So you need to practice good posture throughout the day, Mackenzie chin tucks, and it all ties back into jaw. So again, check those videos out. Shredding is an art. If you do it right, you can completely transform your body and your face. But cutting corners and trying to take shortcuts can lead you to have the opposite results, leaving you looking less attractive. So focus on balance, proper nutrition, and sustainable habits that you can maintain long term. Best of luck, gang.